Hi Cancer Leos, welcome into your 2026 yearly forecast oracle reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back my loves, and special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a member of the channel for exclusive viewer perks and so much more, you can hit that join button next to subscribe beneath this video if you see it, or click the link in my description box below. It'll take you to the same page. You can overview the member tiers and what they offer and join where you feel comfortable. I would love to have you guys on the more intimate side of the channel. But in the meantime, let's get into 2026 energy. Cancer Leo, very interesting statement that came up for you while I was meditating for your message. Your intuition could be at war with your creativity. And I was like, what? Intuition being at war with creativity. Intuition being at war with creativity. Okay, so as I was like sitting on it, thinking a little bit deeper into it, it felt more like the ego versus the higher self. So you might be facing a lot of internal battles here in 2026. Those internal battles might also manifest externally. So be mindful of that, Cancer Leo. You got a powerful feeling system here with that Cancer Leo dynamic. And it's important that you use that energy wisely. Okay? So it's either your ego is your creativity, intuition being your higher self. That might be a bit at war with one another. Now that could feel like two different energies pulling you in two different directions. You trying to find that happy middle ground or that compromise. Or it's kind of like in one moment you're very in the ego, and the next moment you're very much so in your higher self. Okay, this could also speak to just a better balance that needs to be found, Cancer Leo, with both. Because you don't necessarily want to kill your ego. Your ego is what keeps you alive. Okay, without an ego, you'd be not here, okay? So you got to understand how the ego actually works to better understand why it shows up, where it comes from, how it was created, okay? The ego can also be looked at as the mask that we wear. It's a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. That could be, again, at war with what you maybe intuitively, instinctively are, think, and feel. So maybe there's a shell here, Cancer Leo, that you're ready to shed. Could be a very important time to make sure that you aren't losing the feel of something. That seems to be important. Don't forget how it feels. Don't let the ego blind you to what the intuition already knows. That's for someone here. I feel very poetic in this energy. Some of you might be writers or poets, or maybe you enjoy poetry, but it's complex. It's definitely complex. Like it could almost freeze you. So maybe there's also a need to not be too over analytical about things. Again. Okay, so you could even do that versus the mental body versus the emotional body. So again, a lot of this versus that in your world in 2026, Cancer Leo. Ooh, all right, good luck. Yeah, that seems like a lot. But let's see what the Divine Universe wants you to know month by month. Show me January 2026 for Cancer Leos, Divine. Confidence, period. Okay. That could be the feeling of, you know what you know what you want, you know who you are, you know what you feel. Okay. Ego, right. Okay, and again, ego is not negative. I feel like sometimes when you say that, people get like, they're quick to get defensive and try to be, I'm not in my ego, I don't have an ego at all, and you know, try to like shun it away. It's not bad. Again, you need your ego. It is an essential survival mechanism. Cannot do away with that. Shouldn't do away with it. It should transform. It should evolve. But yeah, caution. And that's kind of where I was feeling this. Be mindful that you don't get, and take this in love, Cancer Leo, but try to be mindful of not being, I don't even want to say it like that, like overly confident. Maybe don't underestimate something or overestimate something. Yeah, in that very Leo nature, don't lose the feel of it. Don't lose your feeling. Don't be so steeped in the ego that you can't hear your intuition, that you can't sense anything else, that you can't see through any other lens. Okay, we all need our ego stroked, right? But I feel like with caution coming out, it's kind of like, gotta find a boundary with that. Gotta find a boundary with that, okay? Okay, show me February. I was like, is there anything else? Fear, interesting. In February, we have Saturn and Neptune having a conjunction at 0 degrees of Aries, okay? I'm hearing late degrees of Pisces if you follow Vedic astrology, okay? Regardless, okay, this is what this is. Thank you, Divine. Regardless, it is going to be the beginning of a cycle that calls us all to embody our spiritual nature, embody our wisdom and discipline in ways that we haven't up until this point. And that is on a collective scale, okay? Conscious Collective will absolutely be feeling that. Some of us have already been doing that work for a minute, and maybe you're a part of that wave, okay, Cancer Leo? But it seems like with that portal opening, we can call it that, with that portal of energy opening, you might be met with fear in a way that startles you a little bit or shakes the confidence slightly. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It feels like what's shaken up is any of that confident energy that was coming from facade, that was maybe coming from an imbalance. And again, we all have this. This is not a critique of you, Cancer Leo, okay? We all are going to go through that shakeup, but it allows that to kind of fall away. And then we're left to deal with what's left and build from there. But it does seem like that portal of energy might show up in your world in an unexpected way, in a way that does maybe even make you question your confidence. In a way that challenges the ego. Okay, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's on time. It needs to happen. You're not alone in that happening. So many of us are getting that same challenge, okay? Okay, but show me March. Creativity. So what part of that ego has been manufactured by conditioned belief systems, society, media, what you were told to believe, things you internalize, like that kind of shake up is happening, so that you can create a new ego that is maybe more reflective of your true form, your true confidence. Okay, so it serves you in a way that might be a bit uncomfortable, Cancer Leo, but it's needed and necessary. Show me April. Thank you. Yeah, needed and necessary because it was time to shift, change, transform. The death of one version of your ego becomes the birth of another. Maybe at this moment in April, you feel ready to let something lay to rest, let something grow, whether this is like a chip on the shoulder, again, a facet of the ego that was maybe built from anger, from pain, from resentment, from disappointment. Are you really disappointed anymore? Are you beyond that now? I think the answer is yes, but you're going to come to that awareness on your own early part of 2026, okay? Show me May. Disruption in reverse and anxiety. Right. So maybe the part of you that is in that anxious energy, that is overly worried about the future, what's going to happen and what's this and how you, all of that gets dealt with, okay? Can I get one from me? Thank you. Faith. Exactly. Okay, with all of this kind of black and purple energy, those could be significant colors for you, Cancer Leo. But it does feel like you are definitely in the higher mind or having some sort of transmutation through the higher mind. Again, I just heard that brings you into some sort of growth. Yeah. I just heard this is what growth feels like. Yeah. So know that as you move through this energy, it's happening because you're ready to grow. Grow beyond what you know. Face your fear. Growing beyond what you know also requires a death of sorts, a transformation of sorts, a transition of sorts. Gotta shed the old in order to grow the new and nurture the new. This is a shedding for you, and it feels like, yeah, anxiety could be a part of that, whatever was making you anxious. Again, like I said, that false confidence, which we all do, we all have, okay? It's now about embodying the confidence. It's a big difference of claiming to be confident and embodying confidence. Show me June. Okay, growth wanted to be out here. I'm not taking reversals in these readings. Okay, so come June, you really start to feel that shift. You start to notice that growth. It's tangible. It's visible maybe in your world. You feel it, you sense it. Love, beautiful. And there's intuition. Yeah. Come July, your birthday month, the lunar nodes are shifting. North node from Pisces to Aquarius, south node from Virgo to Leo. If you follow Vedic astrology, it's already been in Aquarius and Leo, so it's shifting to Capricorn and Cancer. Yeah, balance with trust, exactly. Maybe this gives you the right support and the energy in the cosmos to start building from this new space of faith, this new space of creativity, that new version of confidence that you're ready to wear, ready to embody, ready to become, ready to integrate. And that brings about a balance that you need, okay? You can also trust that a balance is coming. Yeah, peace. Beautiful. I love that for your birthday month. Whatever that war has been between, again, intuition and creativity, ego versus the higher self, mental body versus emotional body, you find peace come your birthday time. Because you then maybe understand, or you start to see why that war is going on. It's because something is ready to evolve. And rather than resist the evolution, embrace it. Okay, embrace it. Because it means you're growing. It's growing, whatever this is, growing. Yeah, it means there's flow, there's life happening. That's a part of life. Okay. Yeah, I really do feel like, again, higher mind, it might be very broad spectrum, big picture for you in 2026. It could be very difficult to get lost in the details or that might even be a part of your cosmic energy or the cosmic support you have right now, Cancer Leo, in 2026. The small things can't get to you right now for whatever reason. Maybe it's your chart and how it's interacting with the current cosmic map, but can't really worry about the details too much. Need the bigger picture, need the broader view. That's where you find your peace. Details don't matter as much. Okay, clarify energy, yeah. Come August. And happiness, I can't make it up. What do you need to do to feel that happiness, to cultivate that happiness, that joy, and not even just cultivate it for yourself, but to share it, spread it. Again, powerful emotional and manifestational energy that you have, and I'm sensing for you in 2026. You have to feel it for it to be. And that might not work for everybody. It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for you, Cancer Leo. This is, again, going to be a beginning cycle for the collective consciousness, especially those that are into self-development, on that journey, kind of called to that evolutionary path. It's that moment where your individuality in your spirituality or your nature becomes crucial, again, for you to define, for you to know, for you to measure. And that looks like you getting maybe disciplined in your emotional body, Cancer Leo. So that it's something that you have more influence on than it has influence over you. Okay? Show me September for Cancer Leos. Disruption. Okay. That could be a pattern breaking. Maybe just confirming what I just kind of channeled for you there, Cancer Leo, that the pattern of whatever that energy is, whatever this war has been for you, with whatever the aspects of self, it no longer overwhelms you. It's something that you're now directing, you're now leading, you're now in control of. So maybe you find the energy, the strength, the focus to disrupt that pattern. Okay, show me October. Happiness back out here. Yeah. So no matter what happens, no matter the shakeup, fear isn't the first thing that's felt. Maybe it starts to be confidence. Maybe it becomes peace. So something about your reactional energy might shift and change a lot in 2026. Again, details don't matter. Or maybe that's just a loftier energy. It is what it is. It's going to be okay. All right. Like, it almost feels very laid back in a way that you might not even really be used to, but it is a sign of your growth. It is a sign that you are acting in faith. that you and your faith are maybe a little bit more intimate, so that no matter what shifts, changes, or gets disrupted, that's still strong. Again, it doesn't overwhelm you. Okay, show me November. Sweetness, come on now. Where you don't lose sight of what's sweet in life, the good in life, the great things. Like, again, because now you are in your power and you know you can create that for yourself, despite the variables and the things in this world that we are not necessarily in control of. All we are in control of is ourselves. Again, that Neptune in Aries, self-actualization, kind of a wave and a flow that's happening throughout the collective consciousness. This is how this looks like for you. Life can still be sweet despite what might not be going right, what might be chaotic, what conflicts might arise, what challenges might be there. You decide to live in that sweetness, and that is your decision to make. Not gaslighting yourself, no, but not allowing whatever the disruption is to take you off your energy or throw you off in some sort of way. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like a bit of an armor that faith gives you. Yeah. Movement for December. To know that it's all transient. It's all constantly shifting and moving. Change is the only constant. Okay, so maybe there's a lot of change that's going to happen for you in 2026. And that fixed Leo energy, you know, might not have fun with that. That Cancer energy could definitely get lost in it. So it's about having that balance. Okay, my Cancer Leos. But once you get to that point, it's like then your growth can really bloom and really expand, because you've mastered, or you've again maybe integrated a little bit more deeply, embodied more of your faith, your spirituality, your trust in that balance being inevitable. Okay, so some of y'all are coming out of the doom and gloom kind of a cloud energy, if you've been in that. Okay, or you're building a better armor against that doom and gloom that's trying to cast itself over all of us. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer Leo. I really do hope that this gives you guidance, clarity, confirmation throughout the year of 2026. Okay, I thank you guys so much for tuning in and being here. And if you've made it this far in the message, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so I can pick up on your energy for future readings. If you would like your own 2026 yearly forecast reading session with me, you can book that at my website, cusproses.store. In that personal reading, we will clarify each month with tarot. Okay, so it'll have its oracle. We'll go deeper with tarot. If you're interested, go ahead and book it. And it's only available from now, whenever you see this, until January 31st. Okay, so make sure you book it if you want it. And definitely check out the channel memberships here. I would love to have you guys again on the intimate side of this space. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. All right. I love you lots. I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.